that you would do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to have a pop-up modal from the start, you put a pop-up modal at the end, man. Makes perfect sense. Hey, guys. How you doing? Talking about streaking tonight.
Did you call in, Scott?
I did not call in. Maybe I should do that.
You might want to do that.
Yeah, that would probably help. Hold on, guys. I got to call in. Hopefully it'll be quick so I don't have to sit here and... because I'm the one who has to edit this afterwards. Intro.
Hope it works on the first time.
First try. Here we go.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener
First
line.
try.
Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
Meeting number. That's new.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number.
Close.
Welcome, host.
Yes.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
Show recording.
Audio recording is on.
Do you not usually get first try?
Oh,
Sometimes it takes several.
sometimes she's a little risky,
Feisty.
a little difficult. Sometimes. Hey, we got Australia in the room. What's up, Australia? All right, guys, here we go. It's 8:30. We got streaking tonight. Want to give us a call? You're coming in hot. Chad's in Rome. He's on assignment. So we got our good friend of the show, Wheels 00 here on the show with us. So hey, Wheels. So give us a call, 808-468-7924. Talking about streaks tonight. Let's hear about your streaks. Your thoughts on streaks. All types of streaks we're talking about, not just regular streaks. Jesse likes a streak.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, please.
Nope, not at all.
Right.
We'll talk about that.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. Chaz is on assignment in Rome, Georgia. So please welcome my co-host to my virtual left, Jordan.
Let's get ready to streak. That's what Chad would say.
Yeah. That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got. With clothes on, please.
Okay. Tonight's episode 685, recorded live on September 29th, 2021, is Let's Discuss Streaking. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Jesse.
Not Chad.
Jesse, I gotta stop. I'm so locked into saying Chad. But first, Jesse, we got to talk about Patreon.
Let's talk Patreon. That was my Chad voice. How'd I do?
Yeah, Patreon. Yeah. Guys, cost a lot of money to make the show work. We talk about it every week. Extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. There's so much. New video dropped last weekend. Jesse, what was it? I don't remember what it was. You know what it was? I can't remember. For the record, though, I just put another 2 up. October is already filled. October filled.
Nice.
Done. We got through the end of October. We got videos every Saturday morning. So
there's so many videos by the time they come out. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that one.
I know. You know what hasn't even come out yet? Like the trip we just took that hasn't even shown up yet.
No.
That was already a while ago.
That was like almost a month ago already.
Yeah, it's still in the queue. Wait.
We got more trip. We'll be on more trips before that one even goes live, I think.
We will. So it's 2 ways you can help the show out, guys. You can make a one-time payment. You go to paypal.me. That's paypal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. You make a one-time donation, whether it be $5, $50, we don't care. It goes straight to the bills. Or Wheels 00. You become a patron of the show. You become a patron, you get extra audio, you get extra video, you get path tags, you get geocoins, you get stickers. All this only available to our patron members. So much more fun on the other side of the paywall. Join us. You want to help us out, you can. You give anything you can. bunch of different tiers. It's so much nicer. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cashly.
Is that
All
your-
right, I can't do that anymore.
No, you don't got the accent.
I know, because I don't do accents well.
Do it down here.
Cashly is an. You want to do the Chad part,
Nah,
and I'll do the Scott part.
I don't have a low enough voice for Chad.
Okay, all right. I'll do the Chad.
What,
part
you
then.
think you could do me? Is that what you're saying? You think you could do an imitation of me
No,
better than Chad?
no, but I do talk almost as quickly.
Do you?
Almost. All right, let's
Me.
do this. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cashly. Cashly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches, and so much more. Cashly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cashly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
I think you added to that.
I did. I said in so much more because
Yeah.
this is the original Cashly bit from forever ago, and there've been like 8 updates since then.
Yeah.
6 updates since
No,
then.
he's been since the beginning, since 2008.
I know.
He's been.
I know. I know.
Another one since the beginning. We're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future. Geared towards a hide would rather go cash than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com, LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, Itch Spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray, all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's
Sorry,
PRACTICAL
I jumped.
geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themes, tees, and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pathtags.com. For all your swag and path tag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized path tags. With over 42,000 tags to collect, pathtags.com is everything you need to start your path tag obsession. Visit them at pathtags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
I think they're actually at 43,000 now.
I was going to say, have we flipped over to the next one yet?
I think it was pretty close last week, so I'm sure they flipped without even looking. I'm pretty sure they flipped. As always, Jesse, you can find our links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
In our show notes. That's right.
See, I do listen to the show. I know Chad's parts.
Yeah, I know, Chad. I hope so. It's been years. Quick update, the El Rojo race update for listeners. Top 10 here. Here we go. Beaver Bob at 20,000.
Wow.
20,000 miles. Gingerbread geocache tag, 18,000 miles. Blaze on Signal, 17.2. Lily Lou 13's Racing Frog, 13.3. Racer Tongue 8 at 13,000. Holly the Fuggler, jumped up 9,000. I Met Signal tag, 20 years, 7,900. Idaho Dasher, 7,700. These boots are made for caching, 7,700 as well. And coming in at number 10, the Christmas Pickle Key. Oh, yeah, you heard that right. You heard it.
Hey now.
Coming in 7,400 miles. That's Chad's, the Christmas Pickle, by the way.
I think that's a mosquito.
Oh, lovely.
So he has 2 pickles in 2 different races? Is that what it is?
Yes, he does.
So, theme there that I'm not sure I'm comfortable with.
Yeah. Jesse, what about the host race? How's that coming in? Do you know?
There's really no update on that. I mean, they've been the same now for a couple of weeks. Yeah, let's see, my TB is still up in the New England area.
I think it moved recently.
It just recently moved. It's now in New Hampshire.
Oh, look at that.
So it's moved a little bit closer. It visited a couple of events. There were lots of pictures taken. So she's out having fun and visiting people. Meanwhile, wow, what are we looking at here? Oh, Scott. Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, that's a close-up to me.
Scott just disappeared.
So I guess it's up to us now.
And now it's just us. Yeah, you got to frame yourself here. I don't know what's going on. That's really weird. So Scott's TB is still in the hands of the same cashier who literally brought it 8 miles from our porch cache and kept on going. And then Chad's is still.
Sorry.
There's Scott. Chad's TB is still in Indiana, where it's been since like June.
Where's mine? Sorry.
You're still in the hands of that same cashier. Well, you know what? Now he's visiting Kentucky.
So he's getting further. Chad. Wheels, he was 7 miles away from our house.
Oh, yeah?
And he didn't drop mine off. This race should be over.
It should be, but
it should be over. But
so do you remember what cache did he touch base in around here?
He visited I can't remember which one, but it was a Topher LV up in Libertyville. So it was like literally 8 miles from our house.
Right?
Yeah.
So he had to go past Chicago twice carrying him.
Now he's been back.
Almost mocking you.
Yeah.
I think
he's just gonna go back and forth.
No. If he mocked me, he'd go to my door and like show it on the ring and then walk away.
He'll just visit. He'll just drop it. I mean, not drop it. He'll just
if he had any balls, he would drop it in there. He would discover.
Let's look at your map, Scott. Wait, where are you? Here's Scott. Let's view your map. See how many times you've passed Chicago. Oh yeah, look at that. You've passed Chicago a few times.
And I'll give you one insight is that Chad's Pickle is not in Indiana, because on my way down to I'll get closer. Sorry. Yeah, on my way down to Nashville last week, I actually went by Prophetstown in order to
get the
see
pickle?
if I can track that one down. Because it was right off 65, and I didn't realize that the date that it was dropped, because it was dropped recently in there, but it was backdated to June. So I saw that it had been dropped, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to go down there and grab it on my way to Nashville. And it wasn't there because like you saw, it's been there since June. So someone grabbed it.
And they haven't logged it.
And they haven't logged it yet.
I
was significantly ticked off because I had such a long trip in front of me, and I had a 10-mile trip out of my way. So
Christmas pickle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
wow, that's funny.
But you think that if like whoever has it, if it'd be real ballsy to just bring it right up to the house or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally dip it in ours. Would that count? No, it wouldn't. I didn't win anything. Or would I have technically win it if you dipped it?
Well, that's the question, because you're not winning in miles. So do you win because you're the first one back?
The first one, yeah, but you have to come here and stay. You can't just like
dip and run.
So is that so dipping? So I don't win if he dips it.
I don't think so. You have to.
It has to be dropped.
Stay here.
So
yeah.
And then do you win?
This was never in the rules. So
the question is, do you? Yeah, I looked at the rules.
I know.
Do you win if you're the first one here, but not the leader in miles?
I think I still win.
I think we need a clarification on that.
I don't know.
What do you think? I mean, Chad's not here, so it's really up to you two. You could, since
we can make.
Well, I mean, Jesse's you're winning the miles, aren't you? Aren't you like 30 some? Yeah, 33. Because the other two are in 25 or 24, 25.
Yeah, but Scott and I started out ahead.
We started ahead of Chad. Yeah,
we started out ahead of Chad.
We raced it. We went to California. No, we sent ours to California. No,
right.
We raced to California. Is that what we did? Yeah, we did race.
Yeah, we started here and we got to Chad's cache. Yeah. And then he sent the pickle out along with ours.
Jesse cheated and I still won.
Well, you didn't win.
I did win.
Oh, the first round. Yeah. To California.
Now she's trying to cheat again, and I'm still going to win.
I'm not cheating.
Oh,
I'm not doing anything.
Jesse's got people picking stuff up and moving things along.
They're doing they're doing that all on their own because they like me better.
Better than whom?
Well, no one's picking up. No one's dropping your cash and
Look at-
picking. I mean, you're
That's not a Chad. I think Chad's has been missing since June. What does that say about?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that irritated me. So, but just as a quick side note, I did have an alternate reason to show up today.
Why is that? Where's...
You are kidding.
Oh! For the record, for everybody listening, Reels is holding. Reels is holding my trackable.
Oh my
So,
God.
so did you like the? Did you? Oh, I've had it since Geo Woodstock.
Oh,
Thank-
well done, sir.
Thank you, Firefighter Skippy, for handing that off to me.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had it since May or April, whenever that.
But you got to put. You got to. I don't win unless you put it in that.
You have to drop it in the.
Oh shit!
You swore on my podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Swear bell.
Ding.
Now I have to freaking edit that out at 8:44. How long?
So if I don't put it in the cashier, you don't win? Is that
No.
what we're saying?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. And you get to think about it.
Wait, so I'm so confused. You've had this since when?
Geo Woodstock? Or whatever.
So who's
yeah.
this guy
who's
who's
this guy
supposedly
who's moving
carrying this
miles?
around?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this you?
Weird, isn't it?
Did you create?
Wait, there's a picture though. Wait, I've seen a picture. I'm so confused.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Okay. You got to find the yeah, right. Find the picture.
You're saying that you created a sock puppet account and have been going back and forth, dropping my cash.
Okay.
This
so
is what you do with your life. This is how you
This-
live your life.
There's fire.
Yes.
And he actually took a picture with the two of us, and I was like, and it was still live, and I'm like, what are you on Facebook? And I'm like, what are you doing putting the picture of us together? He knows he's gonna put that two together and realize I have it. So there's the picture of the guy holding
Yeah.
the cash. So the quick funny story in that one was that we were going down a trail at West Bend.
Yes.
And there was a group of 2 adults, 2 kids at a cache. And I'm like, okay, I was signing us in for the group. And I told this guy about what I was doing. And he was just like, I'm like, can I get a picture with you holding the trackle bug? I want to put it on the cache so that they have absolutely no idea that it's actually someone that they might know. And it worked
Oh my
fabulously.
Goodness. You totally.
Yeah, that guy was totally into the picture. Yep.
Here's the picture.
I ran across this guy on the trail, and he's like, yes, absolutely, I'll take a picture. And yeah.
Every time you touch the desk, it bangs.
Sorry.
So I don't win unless you put it in that cache.
Wow, that sucks.
I know, doesn't it? All right, so I got to get down with the show here.
Oh my God.
All right, next topic. Thank you. Hi, Earl.
He's gonna drop it somewhere. I'm gonna go. Wait, where is he going soon? That's where he's gonna drop it.
I might be going to South Dakota.
At least dip it in there.
Oh
all right,
my
guys.
gosh.
Tonight's show is streaking.
I'm floored. You totally got us. All right, let's on with the show.
Tonight's show is way to ruin he totally ruined the whole rate. Like now it's like
All right, well, let's talk about streaking, I guess.
all right. Streaking. Let's talk about streaking. Jess.
Yeah.
Streaking. What's your longest streak? Let's talk about your longest streak.
201 days.
201 days is fantastic. Wheels. What about you?
Streaking is 514 days.
Ooh.
And I will admit fully that my motivation in the beginning was the fact that you had like 103 days or something like that, and you're like, I'm never doing that ever again. And I had to get one more day than you because I knew you'd never have more than me at that point. And then it was like, okay, I'll go for a year, I'll go for 500, and then like an Arctic blast came through, and I'm like, oh hell no,
You were done.
I was done.
Mine is 151. Started in August of 2013. I think that's when Jesse. That's when yours was too, wasn't it? August. Is that when you started yours? The 31 days of streaking back in 2013?
Yeah, I started mine for the 30 days of August in
infamous
2013.
Yes.
Yep. And then I just kept going because I knew that there were challenge caches that I wanted to qualify for regarding streaks. And so I kept going to qualify for whatever challenge it was that I was working on. And then I realized that I was really close to beating my longest slump, which was 194 days. So then I kept going. But then, you know, the hardest part of streaking is figuring out what day. Oh, sorry, 31 days. Yes, you're correct. There are 31 days in August, not 30. What number do you end your streak on? Because you need to end it on like a good number.
Prime number.
Well, 201 is what I ended mine on.
201.
201 might be prime.
Okay.
201 I think could very well be prime.
I'm gonna bring Ohio in here. Ohio. Is that Tyrone Shoelaces? Hello, sir.
Hi guys, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. We're gonna talk about some streaking.
Let's talk about some streaking. What's your longest streak?
Yeah. 1,234 days.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's what I mean. You got to end it on a good number. Very nice.
So I'm assuming it's over, correct? It's done. This is a while ago.
Yeah, I ended it back in 2016.
Okay.
Started September 2013. My first day of caching was August 26th, I think, 2013. So
right.
that whole 31 days of getting souvenirs, I only got one of them. All that whole streak, I only got one of those days.
Oh no! Wow, that's so funny.
It started out like just a way to get out on my lunch break when I was at work. So next thing I knew, I was at 40 days in a row because I had just started caching, so I had all of these caches to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to 40 days, I was like, well, let's see if I can get to 3 digits. And then it just kept progressing from there. Because like Jesse said, every time I'd get to a number, I'd see a challenge cache for another number. And let's see if I can push it to that one then. And there was a challenge cache I remember well in Pittsburgh for 500 days. That was a big one when I got to 500.
500.
And then after that, there were a couple local cachers that had some pretty long streaks, and so then that was my motivation to see if I could beat them. Once I passed 1,000, then it was okay. Well, now I got to pick a number to stop at. Because at that point, I was driving so far just to find one cache. It was taking so much time and burning gas. It just wasn't worth it anymore.
Yeah, I remember my first time I streaked. Wheels, you remember this? I mean, this is like 2008, 2009. My first time I ever did it. This is way early in caching when streaking. To me, it seems it was a lot harder to do because there weren't that many caches. There weren't that many urban caches. Caching back in the early days was more in the woods than it was urban. And I remember I got to the point where I was driving. Now I was driving to the city to get a cache because I literally cleared out all of the parking grabs in the surrounding suburbs, and I was driving pretty close to the city to grab a cache every day. And the city is about 20, 25 miles from here, which was a 50-mile trip just for one cache. And you know, and I remember I'll never forget the day I ended it. I was in Wheels for you. I was in old school Forest Preserve, and I'm walking in 3 feet of snow, digging out a cache, and I'm thinking to myself, what the heck am I doing? Why am I doing this? This is ridiculous. And that's when I ended it. I literally ended it that day just because like I was just this is stupid. It's not even fun anymore, you know. And that was only I was 102 days in or 103.
We did a lot of snow here in Cleveland too.
Yeah,
so I had a lot of those snow days myself.
Yeah. I mean,
that was why I ended up stopping. It was February. We had a blizzard. February of 2014 was like snow after snow after snow. And, you know, I was driving out at 8, 9 o'clock at night after work. That was the only time I had. And it was dangerous at times.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worth it anymore.
And it gets to the point where you just can't even like, you know, sure you save them up, but it got to the point where I just couldn't even there was nothing to save up anymore. They were just all gone, you know. there's nothing you could do. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was quite relieved because I made the decision that the first bad weather day that I was done, and it came relatively quickly, and I was just like, thank God, no, not for me.
All right, Tyrone, you're a good man. Well done on the streaking. I'm proud of you. And
Thank you.
And I love your geocaching.
It was
name.
fun while it lasted, but I'm glad it's done.
You be well. You be safe. Okay. We'll
You
talk
too,
to you.
guys.
Be well. Bye bye. Hey, Dress. I can believe it. We got Canada. Hey, Canada. Hello, Boomer. Hello, sir. Bob, can you hear me? Oh, Bob's not going to talk to us. Bob's not going to talk to me.
Unmute your mic, Bob. It's like we're at work. How many times a day are you told your mic's muted? I can't hear you. All the time.
Yeah, right.
All the time.
Bob, call back. I gotta let you go. Call back. I can't. I can't wait for you. Because guess what? I got Iowa on the call. Iowa, Scorpio, my buddy Mark. What's up, pal?
How you doing? I didn't think I was gonna get on this quick.
Sorry, I can put you back in the queue if you'd like.
No, no, good. I'm just finishing a bowl of cereal for dinner. I had to go get my cash.
Jesse did too. Wait,
I had cereal for dinner.
Wait, you can't just what kind of cereal are you eating? You can't just say that. What cereal is it? and don't
I'm
lie.
eating like this new Monster Mash. It's like a combination of
of all of them. Yes. Yeah. How is it?
Chocolate. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right. Now I'm peaked.
Go
ahead.
Anyway, I'm on a 592-day streak right now. So I don't know when I'm going to end it.
592 days. So you go. So okay, I have to ask. You're a mailman, right? If I remember correctly. Correct.
No, I've forgotten one while I was route.
That's my question. Have you ever gotten one on a route?
No, but I know I've spotted them and then went back when I got off work.
Okay, good answer. Good boy. Okay.
No, I figured I went for a year. But last February, I don't know if you guys had that day. We had a day here in Iowa where the high was 17 below in February.
Yes.
And I had to go out, and after working for a day in the cold, then I had to go get my daily. And it was so freaking cold. The first place I went to, I thought, well, this I'll get it was supposed to be a one and a half in a pine tree, which is never good. Anyway, I could not find it. I shook the dang tree. It had snow on it. Had to go for another one. DNF 2 in a row before I could get my my daily. It was awful.
Yeah. See, that's like,
and I can do this. I can do this so forever.
How do you still have caches left at 500 days? Has the game Wheels? I'm going to go to Wheels. Has the game changed that much that somebody 500 days in can still find urban caches? Is that what we're at? Is that what this game is now?
It kind of depends on what, when you started your streak. If you started it reasonably, excuse me, if you started reasonably early. Sure. If you're not a numbers runner, sure. I know that like nowadays a 500 streak for me would be maddening.
I couldn't do it.
No way. Cause I don't like just getting one. If I'm going to spend the time to go out, I want to get, even if it's 2, 3, 4, 30, it's not, whatever. So, but I don't like one a day anymore.
All right. So I'm coming back to you, Mark. So you just get one? Is that it? You just get one?
I have on my days off, because I have Thursdays and Sundays off. So on those days, I go outside of my county to get to to go get my cash. So I'll go, yeah, and you know, and I may spend the day cashing. Like last Sunday, I went and finished a Geo Art west of town. It's about, I don't know, 45 miles west of town, maybe not quite. And so I got 16 that day. I'm almost at 5 a day for this year.
Wow.
For an average of caches. So, you know, I've been to Mingo this year. I've been to, you know, other events. So, you know, that helps with numbers too. Plus I had this big, I didn't call last week and talk about, or when did you guys, was it last week? No, 2 weeks ago, you talked about your big summer thing.
Yes.
The reason I didn't call in was because I went past Chicago and I knew you'd give me a hard time about not stopping in for the porch cache.
Why wouldn't you stop in for the porch cache?
I was doing the Lincoln Highway. And I didn't have time to do the Lincoln Highway and go up to Buffalo. You're in Buffalo Grove?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's quite a ways from the Lincoln Highway.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. But you know what? You make the time, Mark. It's the porch.
I know. Next time. But so basically, we have a cacher who has put out just a whole bunch, and then we have the Iowa geocaching organization just had their big event. So there was 150 that went out for that.
That helps. Yeah, sure, that'll help. I love those days. Yeah.
Right. You know, and there's just a whole bunch of caches. We've got some. We got a cacher that is going for putting out a cache a day for the entire year. 365 caches for the year.
We love those people.
Yeah, we have that around here. The calendar caches.
Yeah,
they didn't go out one a day. They went out just with the date numbers or the dates on them.
Right.
But they went out in clusters of like 10.
We currently have a new cacher who puts a cache out for every person he meets. Every cacher he meets. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we like him.
We like him a lot.
So
he's a street saver.
It is as difficult as you would think to get one every day so far. In fact, I'm at the point now where if I have the time, I'll go after a harder cache for my daily.
Yeah,
and then if I can't find it, then
you don't waste the streak saver.
But we're light now too.
Sure. Well,
you know, before long, I'll get off work and I'll have to do all of them in the dark.
Yes, right. So you better
do them in the morning then.
Well, there you go. Yeah, like a farmer. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay.
I know. All right, Mark. You be well, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Be well. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
Well, good luck to other people that are on even longer streaks.
I know people are much longer streaks. I know people are crazy. We'll talk. Be well.
I know.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
So here's the thing, though. Is that like in this day and age? I guess in this day and age, if you started caching today, at least in our neighborhood anyway, you could streak for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Long time, one a day.
Yep.
Long time. But like for us, old timers, I guess you can call us. We're kind of stuck. They're all, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do another 100 days. I really don't think I could.
Well, you could, you'd have to travel.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
It would it be worth it?
No.
Is the thing. That's the thing. I don't know who this is, but I'm bringing them in hot. Area code 250. Hello.
This is Boomer 365 from Souk.
Oh, Boomer from Canada. You're not calling via the web. You're calling in cold.
My microphone didn't work.
Oh, that's what happened. See,
just trying to see how many.
Mute. All right. First of all, Bob, how are you?
Good.
How's Canada? Is it cold up there?
It is not cold here. We're warmer than you. I can guarantee that.
All right. Oh, fair enough. All right, Bob, give us your number.
We're close to Seattle, right? So I'm currently at 3,342 days, I believe, today.
3,332 days. Is that what I heard correctly?
42.
42 days.
I've got yet to find one today. I'll do it tonight.
How many years is that, just out of curiosity?
Last day I didn't find a cache was May 1st, 2015.
Wow.
Oh my, come
That
on.
was like 3 houses ago for me.
That
was like 2 wives ago for me. No, actually, no, it says one.
No, it wasn't.
20.
We got some explaining to do.
2015.
By chance, I started on May 2nd, Blue Switch Day. I didn't know it at the time, but it turns out to be convenient.
So have you never not found a cache in 6 years?
Not. I went out every day, signed a box, attended an event every single day. Nothing in my back pocket. No virtuals, no earth caches, no challenge caches. A box every day or an event every day.
Since the day you've started, since your first day of caching?
Not quite the first day, because I have 2,400 days in a row without finding a cache.
How many days in a row?
So 2,400.
Oh wow.
6 years.
So Jesse,
my
he
goal
even
was
qualifies
to
for
be-
your challenge.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can meet it it'll be sometime in November. End of November, I'll have 2,400 days.
Wow.
I don't expect to stop.
Really?
It's become a way of life. You go and find a cache every day. It's actually not that hard to find one every day.
I would think that it just becomes a part of your life. It just becomes. I mean, do you do it at the same time? Let's break this down. Do you do it the same time every day?
No, sometimes in the past I found it in the middle of the day. Sometimes I found it in the beginning of the day. That's rare, before work. Usually it's after work. And of course, being a bit more northern like you are, it gets pretty dark pretty early. So
Sure.
I'm finding them in the dark in the winter.
What about snow? Do you have any issues?
Well, my climate is very similar to Seattle.
Okay.
So maybe digging through the snow, maybe 10 days in 6 years, maybe 10 days.
Wow.
To keep the streak going. I doubt it's that many.
Okay.
I live not very far from another streaker, Nieltra. She's my caching partner.
Sure. How many days does she have?
So,
is she as close as you are? Is she more than you?
She's 1,000 something. I would have to. She posted it. Maybe she's 1,300. I got the number. It's 1,389 for her.
Wow. Those are insane numbers.
How far do you have to drive to find a cache now?
Well, I have several within 15 minutes of my house, but it's typically an hour. It's typical.
Wow.
One way or two?
One way, each way?
One way or each way, or total drive time?
Both ways, but there and back. Sometimes more, sometimes not. If I were to find it in the middle of the day while I'm working, I just find one in the middle of the day, so I don't really have to drive to get one. But lately, I've been driving for about 1,300 days.
Oh God! And so, does your job entitle you to actually drive around, or are you chained to a desk every day?
Yes.
Yes, you drive around.
Well, I drive around all the time. I'm an electrician, so I travel around town.
So you have that where you are out and you can find a cache. Like me, I'm chained to a desk. I can find a cache in the middle of the day. Right. Wow.
And,
my job is a bit more chained to a desk. Sorry.
What's that? He was just giving me a shot.
My job is a bit more chained to a desk these days, but I still go out and look at job sites, etc. So I do get around. I get all over the province. I live in British Columbia, so I get all over the province now.
Oh, so yeah. So you're like, oh, okay. See, that's it makes it a lot easier for you, I would assume, to do that then.
It can be, yes. But I am I am very close to home. I'm running out with, I've got to go an hour, hour and a half, maybe sometimes out and back to get caches. It is what it is. I enjoy it. It's what I do every day.
As long as you still, I mean, I couldn't stand it anymore. Like I just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, as long as you can. Remember Jesse? I stopped and Jesse kept going for another like 100 days until she was finally like, "I'm done too. Yeah, I can't do this anymore." But she actually kept going for a while. So, Bob, that's awesome. That's impressive.
It's funny. It's funny how it just becomes what you do every day.
Yeah,
it's not hard. I just have to find one today, and then tomorrow I have to find one tomorrow. I have to worry about 3 weeks from now. I need to worry about today. That's it. That's the way I look at it.
Do you go out at the end of the day so you can do a double like at 11:50 and then 12:05 to do one trip and 2 caches in one trip?
Sometimes where I live on an island, Vancouver Island. So if I travel off the island or if I happen to be out, I will. I purposely waited till 12:02, 12:05 to get the second one that day.
Sure.
But that's rare. Maybe half a dozen times I've done that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's kind of scary actually trying to find one at 5 minutes to midnight and then, relying on that. I want to find one long before 5 minutes to midnight.
Oh yeah. Just in case you don't find it, you're saying, just in case you DNF it.
Exactly.
Sure. All right. Well,
hey, have to travel 15 minutes when you've got 5 minutes.
Bob, best of luck. Keep it going, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. So
it's got to be easier to keep a streak going in more warmer climates, where you don't have the change of seasons. Like that's what killed it for me was
winter,
the awful winter.
Killed it for me. The first was winter.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I'm like, we got too much snow, and I didn't want to deal with it anymore. Yeah,
cold for me. Not the snow, the cold. It was one of those 25 below days. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, like no, nope. It's not worth it. So obviously, there's different kind of streaks. I kept a streak going, an FTF streak. I think do you have one going to Wheels?
I do.
I know. Adam had one going. I think his is still going actually. Dowd's is still going. But mine was, I think, 10 years. I think Cody just passed 10 years.
Yes, he did
as well. And Wheels, do you have one going? How long is yours going?
Not an FTF streak.
I have a challenge. You have a challenge streak. How long is that?
Challenge cache streak, 112 months. So one challenge cache every month for 9.5 years.
Yeah, mine was like 100, and I can't remember how long mine was. Ooh, so look at Adam, second longest in Illinois. Wow.
For FTF a month streak. I kept up the FTF a month streak for a few years, and the challenge streak, I know I hit at least 2 years because I know I qualified for the 2-year challenge.
Oh, really?
But then I went back to school and everything stopped.
Yeah. So you can streak otherwise, like I say, FTFs or challenge caches or stuff like that. You can do it. And as Jesse was saying, you also can, Jesse has in the show notes, you also can have ways to help your streaks. Jesse, why don't you talk about different ways to help your streaks?
Ways to help your streaks?
Yes. Yours. What you wrote in yours.
What, have a backup?
Well, no, all the different kind of challenges and stuff like that you can actually help.
Oh, that's not ways to help your streak. These are just different. I came up with a list of different kinds of streak challenges.
Okay, sorry.
Because I think a lot of people start streaking to qualify for a challenge. I think most people, I would say that probably is what gets them going. And there are lots of different ways to keep your streak going other than just one cache a day. That's straightforward, kind of gets boring. So you want to kind of keep it interesting, make it a little bit more difficult. There's a few around us that I have links to in the show notes. One is the Spice of Life challenge. That is one that I don't think that I ever qualified for.
I did.
And
Brett, did you do it?
Of course I did. I have my challenge streak. I also, like Scott Goss and Brendan and I, we target challenge caches everywhere.
So yeah, the Spice of Life
So,
ones.
so the Spice of Life,
This was a doozy. This one you had to work at.
This was back in 2010, and this was really, really difficult when this first came out. To qualify, you have to find and log 45 different caches from 45 different owners over 45 consecutive days. And within those 45 caches, you have to have found at least 8 different icons.
You know,
back in 2010, that was hard.
This was such a pain. I remember it. I remember like I hate Excel, but I actually used Excel to actually I had to plan it all.
You have to plan it out.
You literally had to plan it out. You had to plan your days out because it was a streak. It was tough to do, and I did it by myself, and yeah.
Some other ones. We have a couple different versions of Steve's making me laugh. We have a couple different versions of the 12 days of Christmas challenges where
the 12 days of Christmas.
God, last week I answered the phone with the mic on for the first time. This week I get the giggles in the middle of the show for the first time. I'm not used to having somebody next to me. I'm so sorry, you guys. All right.
The 12 days of Christmas.
12 days of Christmas. Yeah, we have a couple different versions by us of 12 days of Christmas where over 12 days you find 1 cache the first day, 2 the second, 3 the third, 4 the fourth, etc. Or I've also seen it where you do it backwards, where it's 12, where it's the countdown, 12, 11, 10, 9. So I've seen a few of those. We have another one. Go ahead.
This is the one. 12 Days of Christmas is the one where I actually did that. The 11 and the 12.
Oh.
The way ours worked, it was you found 12 on one day and then 11 the next day and then 10 the next day. So we would go out. And we would find, I think 5. So we're at day 7. We'd find 7 before midnight and then 6 after midnight, and then we could skip a day, and then we'd find 5 and then 4 and then skip a day and then 3. So it was nice. We did it that way.
Yeah, that would make it easy.
Yeah.
We also have the greater than 2-2 streak challenge where you have to find caches with a DT of greater than a 2-2 for a certain period of time. And then we have the challenge of speaking non-traditionally. Wheels, would you like to speak to this one?
Was that his?
It's his, right? It is mine. You actually pull the things. I always forget all the details.
I have it right here.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, yeah, it's one of those really weird challenges that you forget. It's been so long since I've done it, but yeah, it was 100 non-traditional finds in a row. You had to cache at least 20 consecutive days. And I did give an out that if let's see, what was it? You had to add 23 days, so it had to be 123 consecutive non-traditionals. If you didn't
want to do 20 days.
If you didn't want to do 20 days, so if you didn't want the streak, you had to add 23 non-traditionals, which it was a really good challenge, I thought.
Back of the day,
right up until Greenback put out the hummingbird geo art, then pretty much everybody would go down, do the geo art, get the numbers, and then they would just cache, target 1 cache a day, the other 19 days, and be done with it or whatever. So it was, geo art kind of destroyed that one, but it was fun at the time.
Well, Jesse, you also have a challenge one.
That's not a streak, though. That's in a day.
Oh, that's in a day. Okay. I remember that one too. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so there are challenges out there that can help with your streaks. That's what you're saying.
Keep it interesting.
Yeah. And there's other ways to help you with your streaks here. I've got some ways to help with a streak here that I found. Tips here for you. Know when to hold them. Reserve low difficulty terrain caches located close to your home or work for busy and extreme weather days. We talked about that, like the old streak savers, right? Do not burn the streak savers, man. Yeah. Do not burn them.
And if you have, like, when I was streaking, there was a series by us that was like 30 caches along a road. And because I knew that, like, the longer I streaked, the less I was going to like it. And the more I was going to, grumble to myself as I was driving. And so I intentionally, the first day, went and got the farthest one. And then the next day I got the second farthest one. And then the third farthest one. So I was working my way back closer to home, which kind of eased the pain of it a little bit.
Yeah. Know when to fold them. Do not zoom around at 6 miles an hour to grab a cache by 11:59 p.m. endangering others around you and yourself. It's just a hobby, kids. Don't make yourself crazy. That's why I ended it, because I was like, this isn't. As soon as it's not fun anymore, that's when you should really call it a day. And I think we all agree on that. That's when we all called it a day, when it just didn't get to be fun anymore. It really wasn't. Have reservations. When meeting with friends, suggest restaurants or places near caches you need to find. They'll never know. Wheels,
Yes, they will.
Have you ever done that, Wheels?
Not that one so much, but if I'm traveling, gas stations, stuff like that. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah.
Rest area, rest stops,
rest stops. Yeah,
rest stops.
So.
That's a no-brainer.
And I have one to add whenever you're done with your list.
Okay.
No, I feel like we've done that though, where like we intentionally make plans somewhere because we know that we're right by certain caches.
Yeah, sure. Midnight Madness. Find this one. Find a cache at 11:30 p.m. and then find another one at 12 a.m. the next day. Done. Yeah,
done.
See, that's the cheating way, but it's the easy way. It's not cheating technically.
It's not cheating. It's actually a different day.
Yeah, it totally is. Elementary pre-solved coordinates for mystery and puzzle caches. Well, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Info and multis and where it goes, such as reverse where it goes. Yes. Don't just go for the traditionals. Keep the traditionals and try and solve. Jesse used to do that. Remember, Jesse used to.
Oh yeah, I banked.
Yeah,
I banked
on a
puzzle caches. Yeah.
Yep.
Non-traditional November, just like Adam mentioned in the comments. That was you solve as much non-traditionals as you can and just start picking away. Yep.
Hostess with the mostest. Consider hosting a monthly event cache or CEDO to get that easy, quick one off. Get physical, incorporate geocaching into your fitness plan, and jog or bike to caches. As your streak continues, your distance will increase and your waistline will hopefully decrease. Autumn is awesome. Start a 365-day challenge in the fall to get the worst weather out of the way while you're still, air quote, fresh. The flip side, you'll end your streak in the most glorious of weather. And don't forget about the existence of Leap Day. Forget it. Next one is February 29th, 2024. Ice Baby. In the winter, make sure caches have the available during winter attribute. Although plenty don't. I mean, I always do it. If it's available during the winter, one of those kind of people that do that. What Tyrone Shoeless says, careful with those events. Some challenges require physical caches, not events. Well, no, we're talking about streaking. We're talking about challenges.
Yeah, but if you're streaking to qualify for a challenge.
Oh, wait, absolutely. Read. What
also, there's some purists out there that would say that if you held an event and used that as a streak saver, that the haters would be like, "Don't that doesn't count."
Because you don't log your own event. Is that what you're saying? They all say,
yeah, right. Whatever.
Can you still? No, wait. You can't log a cache twice.
Correct.
You can't. Can you log your own cache? I never tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you log your own cache? I don't know. You can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know you can log an event.
You can definitely log your own event.
Right, but could you log your own cache?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's no restriction on it.
No. Okay. Leave the first to find. Brag your rights to the others during your streak. You got to stay focused. And just because tips have a backup. So Jesse, what do you mean have a backup? Let's talk about that.
Well, if you know you're going for a cache, what happens if you don't find it? Always have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going somewhere, make sure there's another one close enough nearby that if you, God forbid, DNF your targeted cache for the day, you have another one you can go to, because it happens.
Oh yes, you should always have.
And I've also heard of people like running PQs or filtering to make sure that the caches that they're targeting have been found within the past 7 days or 14 days or 30 days or whatever it is.
Right. No DNFs.
Right. Make sure
check it. No DNFs in the logs.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's funny. One of the harder things about the Spice of Life challenge that I really remember this challenge was you had to have a backup. So I had to have two set. So basically I had to do 80 caches because I had to have 40. Remember, it had to be different hiders. And so you had to find, okay, so who's in the area that I haven't gotten yet that that was just a nightmare. That
was tough.
That was Dowd. And then was that Adam who did that one?
I think it was it. I think
Horrible,
when we looked at it
horrible.
earlier.
Is that cash still around too?
Sword on the Conqueror. Yeah.
Is that still around?
It's
now.
it's Tog now. Yeah, right.
I think it was.
So he's online, so he can tell us.
It's terrible, terrible cash.
The one thing that has helped me immensely, just because of my challenge cash streaking, is when I know I'm traveling out of state, I always pick up that month when I'm out of state. So like if I didn't have one previously in September when I went to Nashville, I wouldn't get anything near home, anything in Chicago area, and I'd get the one in Nashville.
Right, you'd wait to get, you'd wait, save the ones in Chicago. Yes. Right. Yes. Okay. Was that your hint that you had? Was that the one you were saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. 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 Well, Jesse, what about the top? There's a top streaks, Jesse. Is there a streak?
Yeah. If you go on to Project GC under statistics and find stats, you can find top caching streaks, and then from there you can filter by country, by state, etc. And the top streak in the world right now, 5,360 days by Dr. J.
5,000.
5,000.
How many days is it?
10 years. It's like 10 years.
Yeah. There are actually six.
I mean, that's more than 10 years.
Since 2007. Right, here's the first day. Since 2007, there are actually 6 people who are over 5,000 days in a row.
They're probably slashing each other's tires trying to get them.
No, they're retired is what they are. They got to be retired and just driving around. I mean, how is that even possible?
Or desirable.
It's just, it's, wow. Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
Can I give you the streak that never was? Sure. This is Adam Dowd is doing, and we still curse his name for it.
Yeah.
But he did a 30. He was planning on putting out a 30 consecutive hours, a cache every hour for 30 hours challenge. And we were on our way to Iowa and we did it. But then he wasn't allowed to put it out for whatever qualifiers. So by the way, I would not recommend ever doing that. Everybody had a breakdown some point during the trip.
Sure. Yeah. What the 24 isn't 24-hour one still out?
I don't think so. I don't think you can do that.
No, there is one.
It
wasn't there a 24-hour
because there was no way to record it. That's the thing, is that you couldn't, Groundspeaker or GC wouldn't ever have a way to record it, so it was on your honor. That's why they don't do the FTFs anymore.
Right. Well, they never did FTF.
There's some challenges out there. I've seen a couple out there.
I tried to put one out. They didn't. Our reviewer won't let me. He won't let me do it. But I thought there was a 24-hour one where you find one cache every hour for 24 hours. I thought there was a challenge.
And that's why Adam picked 30 hours to beat that. Probably.
Did Adam do it? Did he BEM requisite or did he actually do it?
No, I think he did it, but then he wasn't, as he's blaming Abe Froman for the Sausage King
for denying
his challenge. Yeah.
Well, he's denied.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do even a 24-hour one now. After the moratorium, and then they brought back challenges with all the requirements. You wouldn't be able to do that now.
No, I'm just wondering if it was grandfathered in. I don't know. I've never. A bunch of people did it. I know that. I remember a bunch of people in that car. I know Walt was one of them.
Yep.
Graham was one of the people in the car that did it. You did it 30 hours?
Dina, Walt, Brendan, and me.
What? Oh, you there that did it too? You did
I was one. Yep. I think I was the last one to break down and start yelling at people. Or maybe the first, I'm not sure.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, I wouldn't. 24 hours, that's a long time. 17 hours is the most I've done, and that was plenty. That was enough. All right, anything else, guys? Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else we did not talk about streaking? Is there anything else we're missing?
Streak until it's not fun anymore.
Yeah,
and don't let it burn you out.
Yes.
I mean, I remember after I stopped, I didn't want to go and cache for a little while, so if you enjoy it, maybe double, think again if you really want to streak, because you will get burned out.
Well, let's look at this for a second. What is the What is the point of it? Is there a point? Is it to actually get a challenge? Is it a point to have fun? Is it a point to just cash the cash?
Self
Or
bragging.
is it
I
a
mean,
bragging rights thing?
bragging rights. I think it's that everybody has a different answer to that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, my streak when I did 10 plus years of FTFs one FTF a month for 10 plus years, it just became something I did. And then it got to the point where I just wanted to get to 10 years, you know, or first I wanted to get to 100 months and then I wanted to get to 10 years. And then, you know, so it was like, and then once I got that, I was done. I was legit done. I'm like, okay, when it stops, I'm okay with it, you know? And so when it did stop, I was fine with it. It didn't bother me. You know, it was okay. But I actually went on for like another 17 months or something like that. I think
I didn't like the idea of having to depend on people putting out caches. So I was lucky that they'd come out in the area.
Yeah.
Or that I was then racing, dropping whatever I was doing to get that one cache. And because I was, especially at the end of the month. And that's why that was part of the reason I'm like, when that stops, whatever, I just didn't care. I made 60 months and that was it. I'm like, that's fine. But that's what I like about the challenge cache is that it's up to me and I can figure, and I qualify for so many just organically.
Because your numbers. Yeah. Just organically with the numbers you have. Yeah, of course. Sure. Yeah, that's like when we go anywhere and you know there's a challenge and you know it's some stupid thing. I'm like, we have to have it. I'm not even looking. I have to have it. You know, like something like a real dumb one. You know, like I have to have it. You know, and Jesse's like, let me look. And she's like, oh yeah, we got it. You know,
West Bend. That's the city of dumb challenges.
That you meet all of them. Yes.
Well, yeah, but then you got to search your list. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you got to have every color of the rainbow in there. It's like, yeah, I qualify. Just don't even look. I mean,
if you want, you can. But I'm not proving it.
Not proving it. No.
I have 20,000 fines. I'm not proving
exactly.
it. I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it. All right. Well, there you go, guys. Streaking. So streak if you enjoy it. Stop streaking if you don't, because it's just a game. And yeah.
Just make sure you wear clothes, please.
Make sure you wear clothes. Make sure you wear clothes. All right, Jesse.
Yeah.
Next week, Chad will be back.
Okay.
And next week is the October Cash or Coffee.
Okay.
It's October already.
Cannot believe October is in 2 days.
October is in 2 days. That is absurd.
This month flew by.
This month, flew by. The year flew by. It's crazy. So next month, the next week is October. She's already changing the calendar. Look at her.
I'm going to change my calendar already. October.
Yeah, there you go. Next week, October Cash Coffee. Chad will return. Everybody, thank you so much for calling in tonight. We really appreciate it. Chat room's always good. We appreciate it very much. And thank you, everybody. Hey, Wheels, thank you so much for
thanks for allowing me to surprise you guys and like bust in and like and let the dogs jump all over me. So
what are you gonna do with this thing? So
what are you talking about?
We're gonna end the show with that. I have to see. I haven't seen that in years. I gotta take a look at it. So what are you gonna do with my trackable in my house? You're gonna put it back in your pocket.
I have a picture of it right outside your Ring doorbell. So it's funny that you said that if he took a picture, and I thought I couldn't do it though because I wasn't sure if you were looking. So
right. Yes. Well, we have it in video. Even if I'm not looking, we have it. It's a video. But
I have a picture of it in front of your doorway.
Oh, do you?
So
and then you're gonna take it with you, aren't you? And do something with it. You may drop it. If you drop it, the game's over. And I'm perfectly okay with the game being over. Actually, wait, doesn't it end at the end of the year, Jess?
It was a certain months, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could certainly let it go to the people in the audience, and if we want to take a vote as to whether or not it dips, it drops, or it just drives right by again,
just disappears. I'll give. We have to give them 1 minute. We'll give them 1 minute to decide. We'll let the audience decide. Should he dip it? Should he drop it? Or should it disappear? There you go.
I love that this happened when Chad's not here. He doesn't even know.
Well, and the funny thing is, because literally I really wanted to find Chad's, because then I would have had possession of 2 of the 3 trackables.
Way to ruin a contest.
And then I was just going to watch until Jesse's got into the area that I was going to grab them all and stuff. No, but yeah, no, I wanted that because I wanted to drop them both off at the same time and say, it's a tie.
Right. Yeah, actually, what's his name? Ryan's right. No, Ryan says it's end of the year. Only get so many points for making it to the porch. I thought it ended when it got to the
No,
porch.
I think it was either or. Hold on, I'll read the official. The race will end when one reaches Scott and Shorty's porch cache, or after 18 months since being released to head east, whichever happens first.
How far are we in?
At that time, points will be added and one will be declared the winner. So I think we said I think the points only counted if we made it to the 18 months. But if one got dropped, then that one won automatically. I'm pretty sure that's what we said. But now I can't remember. We'll have to go back and listen to that show because I think we went back and forth on that.
Yeah, we did go back and forth on it. I remember like us discussing. Yes. Well, it is in the house for what it's worth. Isn't that close enough?
I have some really bad news for you, Scott. I don't think it looks like the votes are for dropping it.
Oh, isn't that terrible?
Terrible. Oh, there's 2 drops. Okay, I didn't see those.
There's 2
Adam
drops.
says, I'm not sure what you're talking about, so I'm going to vote whichever makes Scott the most uncomfortable. Thank you, Adam.
Adam, if I drop this in the cache on their porch, Scott wins the travel bug race.
All the way from
And
California.
if I don't, then he doesn't.
Oh wait, no, it is points. Hold on, now that I'm reading this, you get 100 points for arriving at the porch cache. So we do have to still.
It makes it in the cache.
Oh, so I get 100 plus. But wait, if he dips it, I don't get 100 if it drops in. Technically, if you dip it, it drops in.
It's all an interpretation.
Right.
I would say if it dips, you would get credit for that, but you don't get credit for winning the race for landing. That's how I would interpret that as a third party with the travel bug in my pocket.
I think we have to add up points no matter what.
Yeah, because I think it wasn't like a second place and a third place was points.
Right.
I think it came down to points, I think.
Well, no, it's all points because you get 100 points for arriving at the porch cache. But if another one had more states or more pictures, they could potentially have earned more points.
I know, but I won because I made it to the porch cache.
That's not what that says.
I think that's what it was.
I think we need to go back and listen to our original show.
Yes, she just can't accept me winning.
Clyde, I think we need to talk.
She just can't. Okay, Clyde says I could take it to.
No, that'll get him more miles.
Yeah,
I'm not talking to you. You're stuck in New Hampshire. Hush.
No, I'm saying Clyde would say I could take it to going caching.
Was the story about the pickle missing true? That was true, right? It really was missing.
No, it really was missing. No, I went out of my way to find that travel bug. I wanted it. I wanted to have 2 in my possession. And then actually the funny story was that Scott Goss was about to create a sock puppet. And then I was going to drop Scott's. He was going to pick that one up and start messing with it. Then I would have picked up as my pocket. Then you would have had the same cacher picking up 2 different travel bugs.
Oh my gosh!
And then it was I was.
This is why
These are the things, and I will let you know. Half the stuff was thought up by Scott, Topher, and Scarlett. Those guys. So it was not my fault. I was the mule.
The mule.
It was their ideas.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll sort it out next week during Cash or Coffee. We'll figure out what Brett decides to do.
Wait, Ryan Semmel's going on a road trip tomorrow. He's going to listen. So Ryan, listen to that last show when we released them. Who knows when that was?
I don't even know.
Wait, I can tell you approximately when. I can tell you when Mr. Pickle was released, March 1st.
So around March 1st.
Around March 1st.
So 18 months is in November of 22.
Yeah.
Got a long way to go. Yeah, I can't end the race now.
That's cold, man. That's downright. That's cold.
And you thought 8 miles was close.
Imagine
if you could quantify.
Dude, we've known each other. We've known each other a long time, dude, and that's cold.
I can't imagine that had anything to do with this. Yeah, no, listen, I still remember when you're like, hey, your 1,000th cache was hidden. And you're like, you got 24 hours to find it before it goes live. Like, what?
Oh, yeah, that's how long I've known him. I hid his 1,000th cache. That's 1,000.
You did. Mm-hmm.
And then, wait.
And then you raced to tooth.
And then we raced. And then another cacher put a cash out. Scott Burks and Wheels 00 race to 2,000. He wanted us to actually battle to see who would get to 2,000 first, and we legit tied. Yeah. We beat him at his own game. We had a plan, so I should have known you were behind something. We came up with a plan, and we beat him at his own game. Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Cash your coffee next week. Thanks a lot, Wheels.
I think we have a topic to
Next
talk
time
about
you
next
come on
week
my
on
show.
Cash or Coffee.
Hope you enjoyed your time.
I know I'm never invited ever.
All right, guys.
I've now crashed in on 2 different podcasts. So
on 2 different of my podcasts, yes. Yeah, you crashed the Chicago Geocacher podcast as well. Yes. Well done, sir. You're not the first, though. I hate to tell you. You've had Joshua, the geocaching vlogger, come and crash the show. Although we didn't throw a mic in his face. We didn't do that. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's end this show so I could edit it and edit out Brett's curse word that he did an hour ago. Here we go. I'm not ready. There we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you'd like the show, please head over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, please make sure you click the subscribe and get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our Patreon members. Please head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FDF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTag.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week. Talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we will talk to you guys next week. And we're clear. All right, guys. Thank you so much, chat room, for joining us tonight. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, Wheels, for...
We're still on. He's still talking to you.
Oh, that's all right.
He's done. He's like, I did my part. I'm out of here.
He's like, I'm over this stuff. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Wheels, for...
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. We're ending the broadcast. Be well, be safe. We'll talk to you guys next week.